For the past decade, Iran has invested significantly to improve its weapons precision and lethality. Such developments have made Iran's missile forces a potent tool for Iranian power projection and a credible threat to US and partner military forces in the region. A few years ago, Iran's Ministry of Defense unveiled a new ground-launched cruise missile produced by Tehran's Aerospace Industries organization. The new surface-to-surface missile, designated the Soumar, is based on the Russian Kh-55, the backbone of the Russian air-launched nuclear deterrent. Iranian defense minister at that time Hossein Degan praised the new missile as an effective step in strengthening the country's deterrence capabilities. Degan noted the missile is capable of hitting long-range targets with high accuracy while evading enemy countermeasures. The Soumar is an Iranian ground-launched cruise missile that was officially revealed to the public on March 8, 2015. It is believed to be a continuation of the Meshkat missile that was announced by Iran in September 2012. Most analysts contend that the Soumar is a copy of the Russian Kh-55. One major difference in the two, however, is that the Soumar is equipped with a solid rocket booster and is thus a ground-launched missile rather than the air-launched Kh-55. One significant point of contention is the Soumar's range. Initially, Iran claimed that its new cruise missile had a range of 3,000 kilometers. However, to reach that distance, the Soumar would need conformal fuel tanks, which it did not have when it was unveiled in March 2015. It is estimated that this flaw would drop the range to 2,500 kilometers, the alleged range of the Kh-55. However, there is still skepticism over this updated range. The Russian missile uses a turbofan engine that analysts believe Iran is not capable of producing themselves for the Soumar. Rather, Iran has claimed to be developing a turbojet engine called the Talu 4, similar to the French microturbo Tri-62 engine. Technically a high enough thrust on a turbojet engine, accompanied with more fuel, smaller warheads, and a more aerodynamic surface, all of which the Soumar does not have, would allow it to equal the strength of a turbofan. As such, it may be reasonable to assess that the Soumar's range is less than 2,500 kilometers. In February 2019, Iran debuted the Havaza cruise missile, which is likely an evolution of the Soumar missile. Then Defense Minister Brigadier General Amir Hatami claimed during the unveiling ceremony that the missile had a range of over 1,350 kilometers, notably far less than the original 2,500 kilometers reported range of the Soumar. At its unveiling, Iran claimed to have tested the missile to a range of 1,200 kilometers. The engine housing of the Havaza missile is more typical of a turbojet engine, suggesting Iran may have incorporated that technology into the new missile. Iran also unveiled what appears to be a naval variant of the Soumar or Havaza in August 2020 on state television. The Abu Mahdi, named after a militia leader also killed in the strikes that killed Qasem Soleimani, was displayed with blue paint to suggest a naval role, though it was shown carried in a truck, suggesting its test campaign will be carried out on land. Iranian sources claim the Abu Mahdi has an effective range of about 1,000 kilometers, although it is unclear how it would manage mid-course guidance updates or why the missile has a considerably shorter range than the visually similar Havaza. Iran claims the new missile also incorporates a turbojet engine, but denies that it is an exact replica of the Havaza with a different paint job. Iran's determination to acquire and produce missiles grew out of its war with Iraq in the 1980s. Tehran found itself ill-prepared to retaliate against Iraq's missile attacks on Iranian cities. Iran decided that, for its own protection, it had to achieve self-reliance in missile production. Iran's arsenal of guided missiles is the largest and most diverse in the Middle East. Many of those missiles are large enough to carry nuclear payloads, a fact that has long been an object of international concern. Cruise missiles function essentially as pilotless aircraft. They are powered by an air-breathing jet engine, fly slower than a ballistic missile and close to the Earth's surface, and are guided on their entire flight path. These characteristics pose a different set of challenges to missile defense systems and thereby round out a country's missile arsenal. Cruise missiles can be divided into two categories based on their intended target set: land attack and anti-ship. In 2015, the United Nations Security Council warned Iran not to undertake any activity related to ballistic missiles designed to be capable of delivering nuclear weapons until October 2023. Iran does not yet have a nuclear warhead, but it now possesses missiles large enough to carry one approximately 2,000 kilometers. Its engineers have mastered missile stage separation and have used both liquid and solid propellant. If Iran does develop a nuclear warhead, its missiles would be powerful enough to deliver it throughout the Middle East and to parts of Europe. Iran has also developed both cruise and ballistic missiles for use in conventional combat. And it has used such missiles to target Islamic State positions in Syria, an Iranian Kurdish separatist group in northern Iraq, and military bases hosting US troops in Iraq. These attacks demonstrate the improved accuracy of Iran's missiles and Iran's willingness to use them in military strikes. These actions highlight the growing importance of missiles to Iran's security policy. They also follow a number of technical strides made by Iran in the past 2 decades, including extending the range and accuracy of its missiles, developing cruise missiles, building mobile launchers and underground silos, placing 3 satellites into low Earth orbit using its own space launch vehicle, and improving its missile propellants. This progress, paired with the increasing size of Iran's arsenal, estimated in March 2020 at 2,500 to 3,000 ballistic missiles plus an uncertain number of cruise missiles, enables Tehran to more credibly threaten US bases and ships in the Middle East, as well as its neighbors' cities and critical infrastructure, than it could a decade ago.